up with this because if you are, big fat A star.
Can we just not talk about the state of this cake?
I do think I wanted to do a little bit of skincare. Archie was a nightmare. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me as always. So I've decided to pick up the camera today because we have got a nice wholesome family weekend plan. So I thought I would share it with you guys. It is currently Friday evening and I thought I'd start the video now just so we can get ahead on the plans for the weekend. Right, I'm going to tell you what's going on. This is going to seem like information overload, but you're going to need to know what's going on to be able to get the situation. So basically, what is that? Oh, it's a little, is that a spider? What is that? I don't know what that is. I'll deal with that in a minute. Basically, it is my sister's birthday on Sunday. She lives in London. She moved there a few years ago for work. So obviously my parents still live down here around the corner next to me where we grew up. Now, when she comes down, she normally stays at my parents' house. Her and her boyfriend, they normally go over there, which is fine. And then we see, we always go out for dinners together and we see them all the time during the day. They just sleep there. However, this time, Georgie asked if she could stay at my house. And I can't lie, I know exactly why she wants to stay here. We have the Archie card. If she stays here, then she gets to spend 24/7 with Archie. So I'm under no illusion as to why she wants to stay here this weekend, but I'm really looking forward to it. I love having people to stay. I love hosting. It'd be really good fun to spend some time with Georgie and her boyfriend Rory. So yes, looking forward to that. We were originally going to go out for dinner tomorrow night. So tomorrow is Saturday. Why do I always feel like I choke in these intros? I think I have so much to get out and so much to say to you that I forget to breathe. So tomorrow is Saturday and we were going to go out for dinner to celebrate her birthday tomorrow night. Her birthday is on Sunday. However, we are looking after another dog this weekend. We are looking after my parents' friend's daughter's dog because she is getting married this weekend and obviously everyone's going to the wedding, including my parents who would have been looking after Mila. So basically now we've got Mila, which is absolutely fine, literally not a problem, really, really looking forward to having her. But this is a really roundabout way of me saying to you that that's why we're not going out for dinner. For Mila to have arrived at our house, she comes here tomorrow lunchtime and then for like 4 or 5 hours later for us to be taking her out for dinner. I just think it's too much change for her and the weather is going to be really nice tomorrow, so actually we said we'll just do a barbecue here for Georgie's birthday and then we're all going to go out for breakfast on Sunday morning. Now obviously my parents are going to their friend's daughter's wedding on Sunday, so that's why we're going out for breakfast because obviously they're going to a wedding. Are you guys keeping up with this? Because if you are, big fat A star, because I'm not even sure what's coming out my mouth right now. Is that everything I need to tell you? I think so. I mean, normally we would do the barbecue at my parents' house, but just to add another little bit of information into the mix, my parents have been away for 2 weeks on a cruise and get back tomorrow morning. So I said to them, like, I'm happy to host it at mine. Mum was like, oh no, it's fine, we'll host it at ours. But I was like, actually, it just makes sense. If we've got the dogs and they've been on holiday and all the rest of it, I can do the shop. We can host it here. And that is all that is going on. My goodness, I've made a big deal of all of that. I feel like some of that information you guys didn't need to know, but equally I feel like if I'd missed something out, this whole puzzle piece of this weekend wouldn't have made sense. Basically, I'm telling you all that because I'm about to make a cake. And if you're wondering why I'm making a cake, obviously it's for my sister's birthday barbecue tomorrow. Are you guys catching up here? So, I've got a few of the ingredients out on the side. Obviously, I just realised I've got the pasta sauce still out on the side. That is obviously not for the cake. We won't be putting any pasta sauce in there. But what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to make her a really simple, like Victoria sponge cake. Selfishly, I don't like chocolate cake, so I'm not going to make a chocolate cake. A carrot cake is too much effort. A lemon cake, I feel like, nah, I'm just going to do a Victoria sponge. One thing I like to do when I bake a cake is Hello, darling, do you want to say hello? Sorry, someone's just come and sat down. I think it's a little hint for him to say hello. Do you want to say hello to your friends, Arch? Yay, good boy. Are you good boy? But yes, I'm going to make this cake. What I was saying is something I always like to do before I start making a cake is to pre-measure all the ingredients out. I find it so frustrating to have to measure the ingredients as I go. I know, third world problem, but I just like to measure it all out and I'd rather deal with the extra washing up. The other thing actually, pop you down, my arm's aching actually. The other thing I just wanted to mention, I have been trying to work out how to get my sponge to rise flat. Do you know what I mean? You know when you see like a professional cake and it's completely flat, and obviously I know people flip it over and they use the bottom as the top to make it flat, but I feel like mine rides a bit too much. So obviously I asked my girl ChatGPT and she said that I need to turn the temperature down in the oven. So I'm going to try it, and I feel like if this goes wrong, this is not the cake for it to mess up on. But anyway, should we get on with making the cake? Said cook for 20 minutes on 190, so I've gone for 22 minutes. I'll check it on 170. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we can stop the cakes from rising. But in that time, I'm just gonna have a quick whiz around to the kitchen, quickly wash up the bits I've got here. Also, I feel like I should have mentioned, like, it's a Friday night, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Where on earth is Connor? I promise you I literally don't live here alone. I know he's very elusive on my videos, but obviously he is here. He's at paddle, so that's why I'm cracking on with this tonight. I basically just thought the more I get done tonight, I just wanted to make the sponge. I'll decorate the cake tomorrow. I'm gonna wrap her presents and things, just get them out of the way tonight, and then I've got less to do tomorrow. Also, does anyone else low-key make a non-conscious effort to try and get all the mixture out of the bowl at the end? Because if you don't quite get all the mixture out into the cake, it means you can eat it. And honestly, eating the raw cake batter is just the best. I know it's not good for you, but just a little bit. Just a little bit won't hurt, surely. Well, I feel really rubbish tomorrow. Just remind me about all these raw eggs I ate tonight. No, I don't want to jinx it because we've still got 12 minutes to go. But so far, the cakes are looking flat. This lowering the temperature seems to have worked. So as long as they still actually cook as well, they are looking good in there, don't you think? So whilst they've still got a little bit of time left to go, I'm just going to get the presents that I've got now for my sister all wrapped up. So again, that's just another job ticked off the list for tomorrow. There's a couple more bits which I just need to pick up for her tomorrow, but I've got enough here to like get on with it, so I might as well crack on. So I'll just quickly show you what I've got. So these are, because she's staying here, I want to sort of decorate the house and make it really nice for her. So I got a pack of 40 balloons. It's one of those that's got like the 3 different tones in it. So I'll blow those all up tomorrow before she arrives, and I'm thinking that I'll make like a little balloon run up here. I've also got just a pink happy birthday cake topper, which I'll stick on the cake tomorrow. And I have a little happy birthday sign. So again, I plan on sort of putting that up along here. Also, side note, how gorgeous are these flowers? My friend got them for me, Kate, because actually last week it was a year since my granddad passed away, and bless her, she remembered, and these came in the post. But anyway, complete side note, how gorgeous are they? What have we got here? I bought her some of the grey Adanola shorts because I bought her as part of her Christmas present, the grey Adanola sweatshirt. So I just thought I'd get her the matching shorts for her birthday. This is a facial mist spray. This she asked for, which is perfect because I always like to get something that she's asked for, and then obviously I'll top up the rest of the gifts. But it's one of those hot brushes. There's like dries and styles all in one. So I've got a couple more bits to get her from me. That's just the card from Connor and me. And this actually is from Archie to Georgie. I found this little card which I thought was quite cute. And this is just the TikTok makeup bag, you know, the one that like opens out in the middle. So I just got that. Literally it's just like a little token gift. I know, it seems excessive, but I am Archie's mum. Connor is Archie's dad. My parents are Archie's grandparents. Therefore, Georgie is Archie's auntie. So he's just going to get her like a little token present. That wash bag wasn't expensive. I just thought it'd be nice for him to get her something. But yeah, I've got a couple more bits just to add to this from me tomorrow, but I just want to get the bulk of this wrapped up. Gonna put some washing away. I've got all her bedding. But Archie, you are so nosy. So nosy. I've got their bedding, I've washed it today, so I've got that in a pile to iron for tomorrow. I haven't made up the bedroom yet, haven't cleaned all of that and made up the bed. I don't think Archie, I'm not sure you should be getting that close to the flowers, darling. I'm not quite sure what's dog safe. Yeah, let's not risk it, let's not risk it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the bedroom. I haven't got it ready yet because I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm not going to show you guys that in this video because I'm conscious that I showed you me getting the bedroom ready in the girls' night video that was only a couple of weeks before this. So I'm going to iron that tomorrow. That'll probably put that on a short, but yeah, I won't show you that in this video. But I am just going to crack on with getting the presents that I've got wrapped up to start with.
So they have literally just a second come out the oven. And don't get me wrong, they're not perfect, but they're flatter than they have been before. So I'm just gonna give them like probably 5 minutes in the tin, just so they're not baking hot, and then I'll take them out to obviously put them on a cooling rack to cool down for the evening. I have just made myself a peppermint tea, which I'm just gonna take into the lounge and, oh, ignore that mess behind me still. You know me, the washing up must drip dry. I'm not about to dry it, so it's got to stay on the drainer until that has dried a bit more. So I'm just going to catch up on last night's Love Island until Connor gets back, probably in about half an hour. And then the program we're watching at the moment, actually, if you guys love a real life murder, I know it sounds nuts, but a bit of a crime documentary, something like that, we are watching, now is it called Murder 24/7 or 24/7 Murder? It's on BBC. And it basically is like 2 episodes per case. Got my brain! It's like 2 episodes per case, and they basically cover real life murders, like from the time when the crime is first committed to arresting the suspects, to the first 24 hours in custody, to what the outcome is going to be in court. And I love stuff like that. Honestly, I find it so interesting. So yeah, we're going to watch that. We're going to continue with that series tonight. I say that series, I think there's maybe like 2 or 3, maybe even 3 series. So it's like one that you can properly like get into and binge. So anyway, we're loving that at the moment. But yeah, I reckon I've got about half an hour till he gets home. So I'm just gonna Love Island, peppermint tea, cool my cakes, and cuddle Archie. Hello guys, happy Saturday. It is now, it's about Saturday afternoon actually. It's about 2 o'clock, I think. Yeah. This morning I have been to the gym. I've just been pottering around the house, getting the last bits clean, sorting out the spare room. And I've actually been doing some food prep for tonight as well. I really like when I'm hosting to actually get loads of prep done like early. It just means I've got to do less when everyone's here, which I really like actually. I'd rather just kind of like be in the moment and enjoy having everyone over. So I've done as much food prep as I can. Mila's been dropped off, but she's just settling in, so she's absolutely fine. She's walking around wagging, but just a new space for her. So if you hear any sort of like little cries in the background, that's what that's about. But Archie is very excited to have a house guest, as always. So what I'm just about to do now is just do my sister's birthday cake. I say decorate it, I'm actually just gonna like ice it and stuff. I made the sponges yesterday, as you know. I've just put the jam on because I forgot I was supposed to be vlogging. But actually, let me just show you guys a little bit of the food prep that I have already done just to get ahead for tonight. Excuse the washing machine, it's on its final little like whirry thing, you know, when it's draining. So I know that's very annoying. But anyway, this is the food I have prepped so far. So I've just done a little pesto pasta, which has got pine nuts and parmesan in it. I'll add some rocket and tomatoes and things to that a bit later. My sister's boyfriend is lactose intolerant, so I've just done him a couple of bits that are lactose free. This is the basis of a broccoli salad. So literally I've just blanched the broccoli, made the dressing, put the almonds on, and again I'll add the rest of that later. These are the carrots, no, they are tomatoes and cucumber that I've cut up ready to go into the salad. I have pre-washed salad bags for later, but I just thought to save me having to like chop it just before we serve, I'll do that's ready to go. And my mum's bringing the avocado and the dressings and all of that sort of stuff. And these are the peppers and cucumbers that I've got chopped ready for like nibbles and dips and things. Now I know cucumbers and things can go quite dry if you chop them in advance, but honestly, as long as you put them in a glass, well, I say glass, I don't know whether the glass actually makes a difference, but as long as they are in an airtight container, you can prep these things early. So I'm just gonna get these in the fridge and then I will crack on with decorating Georgie's cake. And this is the state of the cake baking station. So I've just got one of these like little Lazy Susan rotator cake plates here. This is one of the sponges. I've just put the jam on, just made up some buttercream. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna put a layer of buttercream in the middle. Then my other sponge is in there, add that on top. And then I've just got some pink food, whoops, that could have been a mess, couldn't it? I've just got some pink food colouring, which I'm thinking I may do for the top and then just pipe with like got piping bags and like little piping nozzles, some more like something a little bit more decorative, because what have I done with it? Oh, I had that happy birthday sign, but also I forgot I had these in my little baking box, which are kind of like, can I get this out one-handed? Oh, Mila, it's okay, darling, it is okay. Oh, she's wagging, but she's crying and it breaks my heart. Anyway, I've got these, so I think I might just kind of use these to decorate as well and just keep it simple, but try and make it look nice and cute for her. So anyway, let's get on with that. Just realised these Cadbury Suns I picked up aren't sugar-free. Isn't ideal, but oh, they taste so good. I do have like all the correct spatula-y things to actually decorate the cake properly. But to be honest, I can't really be bothered to get them out for this. Oh, I need a spoon as well, hold on. I'm not very organised today. So yes, I know obviously in a Victoria sponge you would normally put cream, but just because I was making up butter cream icing, I just thought we could use this. So I'm just gonna dollop it on with the spoon and then I'll go around and just smooth it off with a knife. So it's not gonna look the prettiest, but who doesn't just love like a fresh homemade cake? Can we just not talk about the state of this cake and the fact that I said I was going to put pink icing on the top? Basically, I just decided pink icing was a no-go. I did get my piping bag out to pipe it, and then I realised I got the wrong piping head. Basically, we've just had a bit of a disaster. So it's hot, it's slipping, I need to get it in the fridge. And then I'll put the decorations on it when I take it back out the fridge just before we give it to her. Look at this! Honestly, it needs to go in the fridge. Isn't it so typical? I swear when I just make a cake and it's just for Connor and me and no one's going to see it, like, turns out beautifully. Making it for occasion, you best believe something's not going to go right, but it is hot in here, it's just on the slip. So anyway, I put it in the fridge and hopefully we're going to be okay. I've got about 45 minutes until my sister arrives, and my mum and dad will be about the same sort of time. So I'm just gonna whiz around and tidy up this kitchen because it now looks like a literal bomb has hit it. I just need to like run the hoover around and bits and bobs like that. Do something about my appearance. God, forgot about that. I feel like I haven't addressed that today. But yeah, I had a shower when I got back from the gym, but I've done nothing more, so we need to deal with that. But yeah, let's just have a quick little speed clean, a quick little whiz around and get ready for them to arrive.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. You shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the writing.
So that turned out to be a very mini speed clean in the end. I started cleaning the kitchen and Connor very kindly said that he would continue cleaning the kitchen and has finished off all the bits downstairs, which got me off the hook. So I went upstairs, stupidly, started leisurely getting ready. My sister just texted me to say she's 20 minutes away, and I literally just remembered I haven't done any of the decorations. Like, how did I literally forget? So I just said to Connor, could you go and grab the balloon pump out the shed? And he literally looked at me like I had just said something really stupid, and I was like, what? And he's like, do you remember the last time we put balloons up? Archie was a nightmare. He was obsessed with them. All he wanted to do was play with them 24/7. So, and then when he did play with them, he would pop them and he would proceed to try and eat them if we couldn't get to them quick enough. So yeah, we're not gonna do that again. So how many banners? Did I actually only get one banner? Have we got enough now? It was, oh, a cake topper. I'm just gonna stick the one banner up. Better than nothing and better than a dead dog. She is literally 2 minutes away and we just about got the banner up. Honestly, I feel so annoyed because I wanted to do like bunches and bunches and bunches and fill this whole curtain roll with balloons, but honestly, it's just not worth the risk. If one was to fall off and he was to eat it, we would be in trouble town. So until we can address that one with Archie, we are not going to do in balloons, and I'm sure Georgie will absolutely understand. Mila's settled down really nicely now. She's just lying down looking at me. It's just like those first 10 minutes, isn't it? Like, where's my mum gone? And now she realises she's staying, and I think it's actually quite nice for her to have Archie, because then they've kind of got, I think dogs settle dogs, don't they? So anyway, they're getting on really well, which is good. So I'm not going to finish this vlog here, but I'm just going to say I'm probably not going to speak to you tonight. I will catch up with you guys in the morning. And similar to what I did on the girls' night vlog, I will probably just capture a few little montages of tonight so you guys can see what we're up to, but I will speak to you in the morning. person that is of course up, showered and ready this morning, because you know me, a nice little early riser. I mean, I can hear Connor upstairs in the shower, but I don't think my sister and Rory are awake yet, so I don't want to wake them up. But I'm just down here with the doggies. I just put all her presents out on the coffee table, so it all looks nice for her to come down this morning. We had a really nice evening last night. It was lovely and sunny, which I know it sounds silly, but it just always makes a difference when you're outside, like having a barbecue. You just want it to be really, really nice weather. So yeah, last night was really nice. Today we are off out for breakfast, I think I mentioned. So we're going to leave here in about an hour, head into the New Forest, go for breakfast, walk the doggies, hope the sun comes out, and yeah, that's kind of the agenda for today. I'm trying to think what I want to do this afternoon. Obviously my sister will be heading back sort of early afternoon, she's got to get back to London, and Connor is actually playing golf, which he wouldn't normally do on a Sunday afternoon, but where he's sort of we've spent all weekend together. I was like, go and play golf. So he's going to go and play golf this afternoon. So I've kind of got like a free Sunday afternoon, and I feel like I should be filling it because it's Sunday afternoon. But equally, on the other hand, I am so burnt out at the moment. I'm so tired that I feel like, should I just spend Sunday afternoon on the sofa? But then we all know me, if I'm going to get 5 minutes into my Sunday afternoon chill and be like, right, what are we doing? Bored now. So I'm not really sure what to do with myself this afternoon. I would really like to do some baking, but then I don't want to eat it. I'd like to go and walk the dogs, but then they're going for a nice long walk this morning. I don't know. What do I do with my afternoon? I'm sure I'll show you.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy.
It is now Sunday evening, it's just 7 p.m. and I literally could not tell you what I've done this afternoon. Obviously we had a really nice morning this morning celebrating my sister's birthday. It feels wrong just like celebrating it in the morning. It was up until like 1 o'clock, but obviously my parents have got the wedding to go to, she has to get back to London, so we just had a chilled afternoon this afternoon. Just had some dinner, and I'm sat on the sofa just doing a little bit of colouring. I'm still on my mindfulness patterns. I'll leave this one again linked down below in the description box because I really like it. As I say, it's the one that's like got all the little small sections for you to colour in, but I think I mentioned this before in a previous video. Although it's like the pages on the back of them are black, it does like seep through a bit, so just if you do get this, just stick like I have a scrap piece of paper in between each page, like when I'm colouring, just so it doesn't leak onto the next page. We've got the football on in the background. It's the women's Euros final. Can't pretend I'm into football, but I feel like when it's a big game like this, you should have it on the background, at least kind of know what's going on. So anyway, that is what I'm doing. I don't know how much longer this goes on for. I don't understand how football works. I know that sounds so stupid, but we're at 105 minutes right now, so I don't know how much longer it goes on for, but I'm going to just sit here, carry on my colouring, and then I do think I wanted to do a little bit of skincare. I need to be a bit careful because I had a facial only on Thursday, so obviously I'm just always a little bit careful with what I put on my skin after I've had a facial, because obviously I can't remember, I had a chemical peel on Thursday. I actually don't know what I had done in the end. I had a hydrofacial and I had just like a normal cleanse, but I think she might have just done a little bit of a chemical peel on some of the areas, so I just need to be a little bit careful. So I think I might just have a bit of a facial steam and things like that, but sounds like Archie's just had his front paws up near the worktop, which he's never done before. What did you just do? We're at a really funny stage with Archie, and don't get me wrong, we're not complaining because we knew this was going to happen, and everyone warned us of it, but he is now 15 months old, and everyone says between like 1 to 2, 3 male dogs just push the boundaries. Like, he knows the rules. Like, he would have freaked out when he saw Connor go into the kitchen. He knows the rules, but he is very keen to just push it. So yeah, everyone warned us this is going to happen. He's literally following textbook what everyone said was going to happen, but Archie, that's naughty. You know the rules. So it is just gone 8 o'clock and I'm just waiting for my facial steamer to finish heating up. I've just gone upstairs and taken my makeup off and just done like a first cleanse. I didn't have a huge amount of makeup on today, but just like a little bit of like tinted moisturiser and a bit of bronzer and blusher and things. I've just gone and taken all of that off. It is really, really dark and drizzly out there, and I'm kind of low level really happy about it. It's making for a very, very cozy evening. I've actually had a new candle lit this evening on the coffee table, which has been very, very cozy, and I really like things like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a little facial steam. I've just made myself a little herbal tea. It's only 8:15, but I am ready for bed. I am gonna start winding down. I think we're just gonna take the dogs, once I've steamed my face, just around the block for like a 20-minute walk. They've had 2 walks today, but they haven't really done much this evening, so we're just going to take them out for a 20-minute walk. We've got a break in the rain just so that everyone is fully toileted, etc, etc. But yeah, I'm just going to have a little facial steam. I know a couple of you asked about this steamer when I've used it before in videos. It doesn't exist anymore, although I really like it. I've literally had it for years, but I think facial steamers are much of a muchness, so you can get them on Amazon. They're not particularly expensive, but I have, well, if you'd have asked me like 5 years ago, I said I've got oily skin, but I've actually got like combination skin, so patches of it are quite oily, and steaming is supposed to be really, really good for oily skin. So I try and do this like 3 to 4 times a week. I say I try. Some weeks I'm lucky if I get 1 or 2 in, because it is time consuming. When I say it's time consuming, it takes 10 minutes, but it also takes like 10 minutes to heat up. So, you know, you've got to plan your evening around it. But any people that are out there that also suffered with bad skin, you will know that you will do pretty much anything to avoid that situation coming back. So yes, my evening is just going to look like steaming my face, going upstairs, having a shower, having my herbal tea, taking the doggies for a quick wander around the block, and watching Love Island in bed. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.